I actually didn't know this, and thank God Boston's new mayor is there to really just shine a light on all this stuff. And I didn't really even consider it, but did you know kids actually want to wear masks in schools? No, they don't want to take them off. They don't want to return to regular life. Fuck, it's been 2 years. They don't even know what regular life is anymore. They just want to wear masks. Thanks, oddly attractive Asian lady who should have the Chinese Communist Party deep dicked out of her. But you know what? Maybe she's on to something. I haven't considered both sides of this argument. I'm out here thinking that people should have the right to choose, and you know what? They shouldn't have to disclose their medical information to literally anybody who just merely requests it. It's almost like that's enshrined in a document somewhere. Not something that she'd know anything about, of course not. But as Boston schools will continue to force children to wear masks in school, despite Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker lifting the school mask mandate beginning February 28th, as Boston Mayor Michelle Wu claims children want to remain masked up beyond that given date. Because if we know anything about kids in Boston specifically, they love following rules. Given the extremely low risk to young people, the widespread availability and proven effectiveness of vaccines, and the distribution of accurate test protocols, when did that happen? And tests, it's time to give our kids a sense of normalcy and lift the mask mandate on a statewide basis of schools, Baker announced during a press conference earlier this week, after several other governors made similar announcements. Boston Public School District, however, will keep the mask mandate in place as the mayor proclaims that the children want it. See, you know what? Governor Baker, you should have just listened to what the actual people want instead of just acting like every other Republican governor is doing. You shouldn't just be blindly playing follow the leader. You should have been out there talking to the people most affected by these mask mandates, okay? Boston Public Schools is reviewing today's announcement from state officials on masking in schools. We will remain in close contact with our partners at Boston Public Health Commission, so bureaucrats will be talking to bureaucrats on how to best govern the population, but at least it's local, live and local. And we'll continue our masking requirements for students. But you said that you're going to be in contact to figure out, but you already know that you're going to be continuing the masking requirement for students and staff on our schools and and school buses as well. Wu took to social media Wednesday night, revealing that she met with 70 plus of our most engaged high schoolers in Boston. I'm sure there's 75 or 80? I'm sure she took a very good sample of who would directly be affected by keeping these masks in place, right? Who apparently want to remain masked up beyond February 28th. Oh, okay, cool. Wait a minute. Does she actually have fucking Chinese letters in her Twitter bio? Of course. But you vote for communism, that's what you get. You fucking get communism. Don't fucking simp with your vote, you weirdos. But she's one of the hardliners that's left, because there are very, very few states, period, with fucking school mask mandates specifically. My mistake. Reading's hard sometimes, forgive me. School mask mandates are still in effect in California, D.C., Hawaii, Illinois, New Mexico, Rhode Island, and Washington. Illinois is supposed to be coming soon. It might even be today, okay? I might have missed it or something. Massachusetts, like it says here, Massachusetts extended its mandate through February, but like we just previously talked about, Baker announced that, that shit has dropped and fuck off. New York Governor Kathy Hochul announced February 9th that she will reevaluate the school mask mandate in March after it got BTFO'd by the Superior Court, I think, in New York. New Jersey earlier in the week, Delaware same day, Connecticut, Oregon, sorry, there's no D on that. There's just a D in Oregon, rather, a big black one. Maryland which still has a school mask mandate in effect, now allows local school districts to remove masks if 80% of students and staff of a single school are fully vaccinated. Gross. But more on the downfall of Maryland's most populous city over the weekend. I forget exactly what day, but it's there. If neither of the vaccination thresholds are met, a local district can also choose to lift universal masking when the county or jurisdiction, just showing you how arbitrary these fucking rules are. Louisiana and Pennsylvania have lifted their statewide school mandates. 7 states, Arizona, Florida, Montana, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas, and Utah currently has legislation in effect banning schools from mandating masks. You love to see it. Should be open to choice. If you want to wear a mask, fucking go for it. But when you get told to do it and when it gets enforced upon you, I don't have strong enough words for what you should be done for, or what should be done to you as well. But we also have another state that you can add on to that one. Nevada governor announces end to statewide indoor masking mandates effective immediately. So today would have been the first day for everybody in Nevada to no longer have to wear masks indoors for a second time. That's great. But we talked about specifically, some of these states where, hey, mask mandates are being reevaluated, lifted, outright banned even. We got this story coming out yesterday. A father of two is dragged from his chair and forcibly removed from upstate New York's school board. So this is even in the city. This is from, theoretically one of the bluer portions, unless this is, of course, closer to Albany, which is, a beast in and of itself. But yeah, no, he was forcibly removed by 2 security guards. It says security guard, but he wasn't wearing a mask, and that makes him a danger, so he needs to be literally thrown out like he's a fucking drunk causing a ruckus at Moe's Tavern. Because here's sort of a truncated clip of it, as you can see. A man who was causing a considerable amount of ruckus was yet drug out of his chair and then ushered along by willing participants and idiots for the cause, I guess. Video shows the moment a security guard, 2 of them, because there was another guy off to the side as well, forcibly dragged a New York father of 2 out of an upstate school board meeting Tuesday night because he was not wearing a face mask and probably bringing up valid points. Dave Callis said he attended the regularly scheduled school board meeting to speak out against mask mandates in schools. It would look a little bit hypocritical if you were also wearing a mask, so I get what you're going on about. The footage shows unmasked Callis sitting in a chair as he watches a presentation at Webster School Board meeting when the security guard approaches him. The security guard reportedly tells Callis, "Sir, you need to put a mask on. Sir, you need to fuck off and mind your own business." Callis replied with, "Thank you," but the security guard persisted. "No, you need to put on a mask right now because we're all in this together and my mask doesn't work unless you're wearing a mask," and whatever. Enough with these fucking tired tropes. The guard is then seen grabbing the back of Callis' chair, dragging him backwards across the floor and yanking him out of his jacket forcing him to stand up. Callis turns to face the guard, who is pointing to the door before sitting back down in the chair. Oh wait, he came back for more? The guard, seemingly angry, grabs the chair, placing one hand under the seat and onto the back as he tips over the chair. The guard then pushes the father of 2 out of the room as bystanders yell, "What are you doing? What are you doing? That's assault." No, they're security guards, and they know things, right? Another question. Did you put hands on your children too? Based. Callis was removed from the meeting and taken to urgent care for evaluation. He went to the emergency room, I guess. Hopefully he's probably marshaling a lawsuit, probably against the school board. That'd be great, because they're the ones who actually have money, not this fucking rent-a-cop. He said Wednesday, speaking exclusively to Kimberly's Revolution podcast, that he is a little sore after the incident, but also okay. And my glasses fell off. The alleged assault at Webster School Board meeting occurred just one day before Governor Kathy Hochul announced that she was letting the statewide indoor mask mandate, which the state has expired Wednesday, elapse. The governor cited New York's 93% drop in COVID cases and declining hospitalizations rate as the reason behind her decision. And then also just the overall waning support for Democrats, except for with children in Boston. Shame they can't vote. I don't know, but I'm sure their great-grandparents are. Although the indoor mask mandate has since been repealed, it remains in effect at state-regulated facilities, including schools, healthcare facilities, adult care facilities, and nursing homes, correctional facilities, child care centers, homeless shelters, domestic violence shelters, and on public transit. Okay, wait a minute. If it's to regulate schools, wouldn't that normally be under its capacity as being a school and not for, like adults at a meeting? I'm just saying. All other businesses, including shops, movie theaters, gym, fitness centers, and restaurants, are no longer ordered to require masks, but can do so if they choose. It's just unenforceable. You can be like, no thanks, that's fine. They can be like, oh fuck, no, we want to go out of business. All right. The governor said she will review the school order, which has prompted outrage among students, parents, and politicians because they want them, just like Boston, next month after students return to the classroom following their upcoming midwinter break. Oh, it's spring break for them? That seems awfully early because it's still early February. Weird. Dave Callis told the podcast he was approached by the guard while a first grader was giving a presentation, noting he was sitting peacefully. It sure seemed like it. Father, who has one son in high school and another in college, claims the incident was unprovoked. No, you were wearing a mask. You put a lot of people at risk, I guess. I walked into the building without a mask on. I signed in and they said, "You need to wear a mask," he recalled. I said, "Thank you." I signed in and they handed me a mask. I did not put the mask on. I put it in my pocket. Based. They were segregating masked and unmasked parents, he explained. The unmasked parents were going to have to sit in a classroom with a video monitoring, watching, and listening to the board meeting. Science, people. Science. He said he was placed in the classroom and decided that this isn't going to work for me. He's a bit of an instigator, but honestly, how many people did he kill by doing this? Oh my God, he should have been forcibly removed. I said he was placed in the classroom. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And walked down to the main boardroom, which didn't look like a small place anyways, and it looks like the people who were in there were just too chicken shit to do anything. So it took this Binger-looking individual, not a slight against him, because he's actually doing yeoman's work on this one, but he had the audacity to be in this rather large building, and that lady's wearing her mask under her nose, which again I don't care about. But if you're removing him from a chair, what are you gonna do with that lady right there? Oh, I bet nothing, because you're just a bitch, dude. You're a fucking bitch. Do the piss out of these people. Fuck all of them. The mandate people, they're losing hard. And if anything happens with the convoy up here in Ottawa, I'm not in Ottawa. I'm very, very far away from Ottawa. Up here in Canada, specifically in Ottawa. Tomorrow, well, it looks like they're going to be on even shakier footing, because where that convoy goes, seemingly the rest of the world goes. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a change in the science, right? But with that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.